Hello, my name is Ilona, and in this video I really want to talk about the choice we have to make for what timeline do we want to be in. And again, I already made the Dutch video and I haven't got a clue anymore what I spoke about in the Dutch video, so I'll just start and see if the flow will pick up, because I don't have a script. I've got a few things I want to discuss, a few words, and that's really it. So it's sometimes difficult to explain, although I'm sure a lot of people will understand that I'm just kind of, it's like a flow, and I just kind of, things pop up in my head, and that's what I talk about. And in this case, it's very important that we start to decide which way we want to go. Our entire lives, especially with the dark energies, have been programmed to look at outside of ourselves. They're not inside of ourselves, but outside. So if there's something wrong with your health, you're going to get a pill. If there's something wrong with your looks, you can get plastic surgery. If something wrong with how you feel, maybe you should buy that shirt, buy that pants, or get that lipstick, or whatever it is outside of yourself. And a lot of us are still giving away our power, our energy. We are spiritual beings in a human experience, and it's very important to understand that that's how they create things. We create things, and they need our energy to create things, because the dark energies are kind of disconnected from their source, because they want to be gods themselves. So they've completely shut down the energies. I'm sure somewhere there may still be a connection, but they're not connected with that energy to create. They need us to create. So that's why they program all these news things: fear, watch out for this, be scared, be afraid of this, you need this, you need that. It's all created by giving away our power, our energies. And especially now with everything that's going on around the world, pick a lane in a way. Where do you really want to be? Because what you focus on is what you help create. So if you're focusing on, well, the dark energies are everywhere, we're not going to get out of this, and they're pushing this agenda, what we need to do about that, you are really helping create that timeline in a way. There is a difference if you really are, connected with your intuition and feel very strongly, well, the dark energies are still there anyway, but I'm not going to give them their energies. That's a different way, it's about giving your energy away or not. But I've noticed a lot of people still focused on what's going on in the world, still afraid, and it's really showing them triggers inside themselves they can heal, they can really look at, be aware of, because they cannot trigger you if there's nothing to trigger. If there are no pain, no anger, no fear, then there's nothing they can do. They can tell you all kinds of things. You're not going to react to that. So it's very important that we become more and more aware of what triggers us, what are what is the shadow work we can still do. And is it maybe time to focus on something more positive, like trust? I can have this card still laying around, the Fool card. It's about trusting everything, trusting God, trusting your intuition, trusting yourself, that everything ultimately be all right. And to be very honest, I started talking in my Dutch video about picking, white hats, black hats, but ultimately you don't really have to pick a side at all. That was to the end of the video. I actually came to that conclusion. Be in the moment. Be here and now. Where do I want to focus on? Where do I want to put my energy? And really, ultimately, you don't have to choose at all if you don't want to. I personally do believe in the white hats, and to me, they're moving along. But I also understand that people can still interpret everything also in a dark way. Like with Mr. T, and they'll say, well, he was so successful in what happened on the November 5th because the dark energies were behind this. That's also a way of looking at things. It's not the way I look at things, but ultimately you keep things still going. You're still giving away energies in a way by, focusing on those things. And ultimately the best thing you can do for yourself is really connect with yourself and see what brings me strength, what helps me now and keeping me stronger and keeping me less being manipulated. Like I said, if you still have triggers, look at them. There are also people that are completely focused on the positive. That's not because they actually feel like that deep down inside, because they don't want to look at all the dark energies. They don't want to look at the fear in themselves. So they're just focused on the, oh, the whiteheads are going to take over. But that's a way of avoiding doing the work. So really, truly look inside of yourself. Do you trust? Do you truly trust God? Do you truly trust yourself? Do you trust life? That's the choice you should make. And really what you want to focus on then will be up to you. But it's really about understanding what your energy does, that your energy really moves things, get things in motion. Really, when you focus on something, I truly trust everything will turn out all right. And a lot of things that are happening now, they don't really affect me in any way. Sometimes things affect me, but if they do, then it's time for me to go inward, look at those things and really, get me moving. And I do believe in the whiteheads, but it's not like I'm completely dependent on them. I know I have to do my part. I know I have to keep moving, changing things, and in that way I'm helping, of course, humanity along as well, and other people with me, becoming more and more aware of who we are and what we truly want to do, and that the whiteheads are doing their part. In essence, we are all whiteheads. At least that's how I see things. If you're focused on becoming aware and changing and helping humanity, you are a whitehead in my book. And I think that's very important for people to understand, to really make a decision in a way. What timeline do you want to be in? But not only that, who do you want to be right now? Are there still things you want to look at? Then look at them, then become aware of them. Don't push them away. Don't be like just focused on the negativity. If that's your choice, of course, ultimately we make choices, but you are in essence helping them along the dark energies by focusing on that, by being afraid of that, or making decisions against that. There are also people that are obviously doing things against the dark energies, but they're doing it based on that fear. They don't want to deal with that, so they're trying to gain control in other ways without dealing with their energy. It's about the same. It's the same side it's the same coin, but with a different side, with the people that are just focused on the positive because they don't want to deal with their fear for any, the fear inside of themselves. And both sides are not that stable, and that's why they can very easily be still manipulated and moved out of their center. And it's very important to understand that you need to look inside of yourself. You need to become in that stable position and then you can make decisions where you really want to focus on, but really look at your own fear, your own pain. Don't try to avoid it by just looking at the positive sides and just ignoring the dark energies, but don't always only focus on the dark energies. Try to move away from that without doing the work inside of yourself, because you're still giving them energy. Then you're making decisions against them, which on the outside can look like, well, that person is really moving away from the dark energies. But inside of yourself, you're still giving them power, because it's not based on the strength inside of yourself, but the fear of really dealing with them, and you're moving away from that. So look inside yourself, deep inside yourself, and see if there are still connections that, take away energy. Really gain your own ground, stand your own ground, be your own person, and then decide what you want to do. But really connect with your soul, connect with your intuition. We are spiritual beings in a human experience, and it's very important to understand that is the essence of everything. This is a spiritual war. It's a war of your energy. It's about your energy. So really look at your energy, really thoroughly work with your energy. If you're really stable, you can make all the choices you want and it will move forward. And you're not pushing away the negative side, you're not pushing away the positive side. You'll be stable and you'll be able to make choices where you truly want to be. And then you will, of course, create the timeline you truly want to be in. So I'd like to leave it at this. Hope to see you in another video. Bye.